The origins of Halloween are a fascinating blend of ancient Celtic traditions, Roman influences, and Christian interpretations that have evolved over the centuries to create the modern holiday. This story takes us on a journey through time, tracing the roots of Halloween from its beginnings to its festive celebration in the 21st century. The story of Halloween begins with the Celts who inhabited what is now Ireland, Great Britain, and parts of France over 2,000 years ago. Their year was divided into 4 major festivals, one of which was known as Samhain, marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the dark winter months. Samhain was celebrated around November 1st, when the days became shorter and the nights longer, marking the approach of winter. The Celts believed that during Samhain, the boundary between the living and the dead thinned, allowing the spirits of the deceased to return to the earthly world. To ward off and communicate with these wandering spirits, the Celts lit fires and dressed in costumes made of animal skins and heads. This practice was both a sign of respect for the deceased and a means of protection. The Celtic lands were later conquered by the Roman Empire, and their own traditions began to merge with those of the Celts. One important Roman celebration that influenced the development of Halloween was the Festival of Pomona, celebrated at the end of October. This festival honored Pomona, the Roman goddess of fruit and trees, and included feasts and games. It is believed that the tradition of the popular Halloween game of apple bobbing may have its roots in the celebration of Pomona. In the 7th century, Pope Boniface IV established All Saints' Day on November 1st. This day was a day to honor all Christian saints and martyrs, and followed Samhain, which many still celebrated as the Celtic New Year. The night before All Saints' Day was known as All Hallows' Eve, and was later shortened to Halloween. The church encouraged people to attend services and celebrate in a Christian context. However, many traditional Celtic and Roman customs remained. Halloween in the United States was strongly influenced by Irish and Scottish immigrants who arrived in the 19th century. These immigrants brought their own Halloween traditions with them, including carving turnips and potatoes to create lanterns. In the United States, pumpkins were more readily available and thus became the preferred material for carving jack-o'-lanterns. Over time, Halloween evolved into a secular, community-oriented holiday that includes a variety of activities such as trick-or-treating, costume parties, and haunted houses. It became a day of dressing up in fancy clothes and enjoying sweets, trick-or-treating, apple bobbing, and telling stories of witches and ghosts. Today, Halloween is celebrated with a mixture of old and new customs that combine elements of Celtic, Roman, and Christian traditions. It is a holiday that has transcended its origins and become a time of creativity, imagination, and community for all ages throughout the decades. It has also spread to different parts of the world, and each adapts and adds its own unique elements to the celebration. Halloween is no longer just about exorcising spirits or honoring saints. It's a party where people of all ages come together to enjoy the thrill of the scares, the whimsy of the costumes, and the delight of the sweets. Its rich tapestry of history has created a holiday that continues to fascinate and delight people around the world, making it a truly unique and enduring cultural phenomenon. On All Hallows' Eve, when shadows loom tall, the spirits of the dead, they heed the call. Beneath the pale moon's chilling spectral light, they rise from graves in the silent, haunted night. A symphony of whispers in the autumn air, echoes of phantoms, a ghostly affair. Jack-o'-lanterns flicker with an eerie, fiendish grin as the world transforms and the terror begins. The veil between worlds, so fragile and thin, where the living and dead meet in a sinister spin. Haunted houses groan, and the wind starts to wail as the horrors of Halloween unveil. Ghosts and ghouls, they roam the land, a spectral parade, a macabre band. Beware the darkness and the things unseen on this night of Halloween where fear is keen. So why not get comfortable, pour yourself a drink, and choose one of our stories to listen to? Thanks for dropping by. I'll see you in the next chapter.